Jerry on the track. She's filming.
Hey guys, so we are in Miss Fig's office. Can I show you? Okay. This is Miss Fig's, this is college counselor. And we're about to submit my first application. I have my man on the phone right now. I have Olivia here. Not actually my man, guys. It's just Frank. And then we have to submit. I have everybody in the back. And we're about to submit. Oh my God. Howard. Please, Howard. Please, Howard. Please, Howard. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. Wait, can you close it? Guys, I'm so scared. Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
I'm trying to be a good friend.
I'm about to cry, bro.
Especially answer the
I look crusty. I'm sorry, vlog. Who's this? Oh, okay.
I'm FaceTiming her. But she don't answer. This vlog already a minute long.
Hold on, guys. We'll be right back.
No, there's more.
Oh, wait. It's more. It's more. Hold on. Wait. It's more.
Should I do like multiple?
Yeah. It says Howard University has chosen not to include certain common app sponsors in PDF they receive. Okay. Continue. Hope your application wish to pursue my submission.
No.
You have indicated in your application that you're receiving a fee waiver from that the following. I certify all my information. I acknowledge that I have reviewed the application in college receiving stuff. I understand all offers of admission are conditional pending receipt.
This video a minute ago. You gonna
okay, that I will send an enrollment deposit to only one institution. Check. Oh my God. Okay.
I put the phone down, sitting at my feet.
What's today? The 29th?
29th. Okay, let me know when you want to put the camera back on. Don't go.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, guys, we're back on the cam, and today,
Hello?
Olivia's here. She's
Hello?
slaving away.
What the hell is going on over there?
Okay, anyways, I'm about to. Imagine I'm gonna drop. Okay, let me relax. I think I'm too excited. Anyways, we're about to submit my Spelman application. So let's go. I look crusty. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, we're about to submit in 3, 2,
1.
period. Spelman College. Okay, I'll see you guys on the next one.
Right now, I can't look at that right now.
Okay.
Stop,
I'm about to cry.
Right now is the ED period, so I can
Hold my hand. Hold my hand.
Wait,
Wait, stop. I'm about to start crying. Jeez.
It's just fun, y'all.
Woo, wait, where's the bell?
She wanted to do it after.
Commercial break. Hey guys, and we're back on another banger. And today is November 13th. I'm here with Alana and Miss Figs and Tiana. And then Maybelline and Safa. And Brittany and Catherine. And I'm about to submit, so I'm gonna turn the camera around. Okay, here we go. Submit. Back with another banger. Okay.
You know what? I think
Bye, guys. Do you think you're going to college? State your name, age, and where you think you want to go.
My name is Deandra. I'm 17, turning 18 in January. 26, guys.
Okay.
I really want to go to college in NYU, but if I kind of have hope for Hunter. But if anything, I'll settle for whatever happens. Go on, you please.
Period. Next up. What is your name, age, and where you want to go to college?
I'm 17, and I did early decision to Barnard, so I get it.
Period.
I hope so.
Okay. State your name, age, and where you want to go to college.
Okay, my name's Elizabeth. I just turned 17. I really want to go to Syracuse, but maybe Columbia wants me.
State your name, age, and where you want to go to college.
My name's Shakira. I'm 17 and I want to go to Tuskegee University.
Wow. State your name, age, and where you want to go to college.
Hi, my name is Taylor. I'm 17 years old, and I want to go to Coppin University.
State your name, age, and where you want to go to college.
I'm Zainab. I'm 17 years old, and I want to go to University of Minnesota.
State your name, age, and where you want to go to college.
My name's Maybelline. I'm 16, and I'm gonna go to UPenn or NYU Trust. State your name, age.
Oh, I said your name already?
My name is Journey. I am 17 years old, and I will be going to Howard University. Go Bison! State your name, age, and where you want to go to college.
My name is Lourdes Cruz. And I want to go to,
Yeah. Only trying
Period. I love the mystery. Boom! State your name, and where you went to
I'm
college.
not ashamed. Emily Wiley, 52. Where do I want to go to college? I don't know, right? I've been to a lot of college. I was 17 years old again. Gosh. What would I change? I don't know if I want to go to Yale or Harvard. I really liked Brown. Really good. That was good. I went to
Period.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Did everyone go?
So hey guys, in this segment of the video, I will be discussing my experience with the college process, my tips and tricks, where I will be going to school, just all the things like that you guys need to know. I'm about to like basically explain it. If you guys have any questions or are confused about anything, I will answer more questions in a later video. The first thing I will be talking about is all the schools that I applied to. So we have early action and regular decision. So for early action, I did Howard University, Spelman College, Hampton University, Tulane University, and University of Maryland. And then for regular decision, I had Emory University, Syracuse University, Georgia Southern University, Russell Sage College, and Towson University. If you guys don't already know, I will be going to Howard University in the fall. Start with my Howard intro. Hi, my name is Journey. I am majoring in English under the pre-medical track. I am from New York City, Harlem specifically. First thing we're going to be talking about is my high school stats. If you guys don't already know, I currently attend an all-girls school, and I will be graduating in a month from today. In terms of GPA, I had a 3.7 grade point average, and I think it's like either an A- or A+, which I'm definitely going to say does get you far, because if you have a higher GPA, schools are more likely to accept you because they know that you do exceedingly well in high school curriculum, so you'll probably do good in a college setting. In terms of extracurriculars, just make sure you're doing a lot of things in high school if you haven't already. Junior year, senior year, you need to be doing a lot of things. Just keep yourself busy. Do things that are fun, but make sure it's something, one, that helps your community, or two, helps yourself. If you brought it up right now and you're like, oh yeah, I just went to the animal shelter and I was preparing dogs to get adopted or something, like that sounds like really cool, you know what I mean? In terms of APs, I took 3 APs. They were AP Biology, AP English Literature and Composition, and then AP Government and Politics. So AP Biology, I took that sophomore year, and AP Government and AP Lit, I took this year, senior year. I'm not gonna lie, APs are a little bit harder to get into because you do need, I think, a required GPA or just like academic standing to even like get into an AP class. But if you are eligible, I think it's so great to, you know, take the class, even though it may be challenging, because it was definitely challenging for me at points. But I just think it's very vital to take AP classes because, you know, it just prepares you for what college coursework will be like. Alongside APs, you also have honors, both academic and then achievement awards. I took honors chemistry and I took honors world history, which is basically like, it's not an AP class, but you're doing the regular course load, but you're also getting a glimpse of other curriculum that other students in your class are probably not doing. You're just doing the work on your own. Like nobody's holding your hand with it, like you're doing it on your own. I'm not too sure how it's going to be in college, but from what I've heard, professors kind of just give you the information and you're supposed to like apply it. I'm going to talk about achievement honors. Throughout high school, I got principal's honor roll. You get privileges because you have a high GPA. I also had National Honor Society, which I got into junior year of high school, and I had to apply, and you basically do community-based projects to help better it. Biggest perk for me is that at the end you get tassels and you get a little pin, and it's just like cute for graduation because, like, you know, you work so hard and now your achievements are being acknowledged. Common App and the senior monthly advice. Okay, and I'm just going based off my experience, so if y'all like, I don't really know about how other people did college related preparations, but this is just like my experience. My college process really got started in May of junior year. I knew how I work under pressure. I'm a little bit of a procrastinator, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, and I know when things are not organized in some type of schedule or with some type of plan, I'm just gonna feel overwhelmed. In May, my college counselor at the time, her name was Miss Figs, love you down queen, she came to my English class like every week, and she would just explain like the different steps towards the process, what you need to do in order to be on the right track. And I was taking notes. Like, make sure you're taking notes. Whenever you're talking to your college counselor, the first couple visits, you need to be taking notes. You need to be listening attentively. Like, this is not a time to just close your ears. So I started my college essay in May. They told us the prompts that we were able to use for Comment App, and I already knew what I wanted to write about because it was an experience that, you know, really changed my life. And I knew a college essay had to be about something that was important to you. Something that is, one, gonna set you apart, and two, you know that you can write a lot about. When you write it, I would say write it 3 times. The first time is your first draft, putting down all your feelings, whatever you want to say. Second time, you're gonna look in for grammar mistakes. And mind you, the essay has to be 650 words. When they're reading it, it can't be like when you're texting your friend. It needs to be professional with your personality included. You need to look over it with somebody you trust. It doesn't have to be a bunch of people, because when it's too many people reading your essay, they kind of get into your head about what you're writing about. And at the end of the day, this is your mouthpiece. Like, this is what colleges are going to see. You don't need to be taking too much advice from too many people, because then they're just going to put their own bias and their own opinion in, and it's not who you are. You need to speak with your college counselor about your essay, and you need to talk to an English teacher, somebody that's trained to read all day. And you can schedule meetings to just make sure your essay fits the required word count and tells your story. I also started researching like through TikTok and YouTube, Safari, all about the schools that I wanted to apply to. You need to know the type of person that you are. I knew I wanted to go to like a medium to large school. Like, I didn't want to go to a small school. I knew I wanted to see people of color, historic excellence, or some type of recognition that this school was a big deal. I'm not gonna say like everything's about reputation, but it kind of is. Like, you know, if you go to a school and somebody asks, oh, where do you go to college? Like, you want to be able to be proudly say like, I go to this school, and then they're gonna be like, oh my god, girl, you so like talented. Like, you know, those were important to me. I also wanted to be out of state. I did not want to go to school in New York. That was my goal from the beginning. Like, I did not want to stay in New York, but I didn't want to be too far away from my mom and my little sister that I wouldn't be able to get back to them easily. This is going to be where you're going to be at for 4 years of your life. You just got to know yourself and what you will and will not go for. Also, make sure your school caters to your major. Don't just put schools because you heard that they got the best food, the best parties, because all of that stuff is not going to help you get that degree. Okay, this is another thing that I was considering throughout my process in June to August. You got to know if you want to do early action, early decision. So early action, you start your college process earlier than everyone else, and you also finish earlier. Some early action dates are November 1st, and then others are November 15th. So I picked 6 schools to do early action for. You turn in your completed comment application for that school like November, and you get your decision sooner. It's like a month turnaround, honestly. They're gonna give you supplements for all the applications. You're gonna see the early action deadline and the regular decision deadline, but I preferred early action because I wanted to be done with the process, so I'm not stressing out January through March about what school I'm gonna go to. Early decision is a different route, and it's basically like you sign a contract and you tell one school, you only get one school, and you say, I want to attend it. Like, this is my dream school, this is the only school I think I want to go to. But once you make that decision, it's really hard to get out of that situation, and if you choose later that you don't want it, it's like hard to get out of it. So I knew I wanted to do early action where I would still have that leeway to test out my options without tying myself to one thing. August 1st is when the comment application opens. At the end of the day, yes, it's a lot of deadlines, but take your time at the same time. If you know when the deadline is and you prepare ahead of time, you'll have enough space in between to work on what you need to work on and not stress yourself out. You need to go on there, and all you have to really do is put in that basic information that they ask you, like, where do you live? Are you a citizen? How old are you? When's your birthday? Who do you live with? Tax returns. All the basic stuff that you already have knowledge of, you can put in the comment application because you know that that information is not going to change. Now we're going to move on to September December to November 1st. During this time, yes, senior year is very hectic. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot going on. You're worried about finishing high school, being with your friends, but you're also worrying about college. So all that stuff is dumping on you. It's gonna get stressful. And, you know, it's okay. Like, this is a learning experience. You're learning how to be an adult and make adult decisions. So it's obviously not gonna be a walk in the park. You need to be working on those supplemental essays. If you don't know, a supplemental essay is essay questions that a college will give you under their application. Sometimes the question will be like, why do you want to attend such and so university? Or it'll be personal questions about the school, like, why would you be a good fit for the honors college? Or one question asked me, how does food relate to music? How do the two coexist? And like, how does it relate to your life? They kind of vary in length. Some are like 200 words, some are 300 words, some are 600 words. And mind you, some will say optional. Do not do the optional question. They really want you to take your time and show that you care about attending their school. Sorry guys, I'm talking a lot, but all of this is important information. So if you need to like put this in 2x or something, you can. So now December is when some early action colleges start to reach out to you and tell you your decision. This is the time where you get a break from the college process. I didn't really have to do much after I finished all my supplements, and I'm not gonna lie, the process from which you submit your applications to finding out the decision, it's very nerve-wracking. The anxiety gets at an all-time high. Like, you're just waiting. It's a waiting game, and it could be a random day, or sometimes schools have a set day when they send their information out, or it'll be rumors on TikTok or Instagram like, oh, this day when Howard University's decision was released, it was delayed. It was supposed to come December 18th, but it didn't come till December 24th, which is Christmas Eve. And that whole week, I was stressed, guys. But you gotta remind yourself during the month of December and just like in general throughout the process that, you know, whatever's meant to be will be. Rejection is redirection. Never feel like you're failing. Never feel like you're down bad. It's just gonna progress. I promise you. Whatever you're going through is gonna work itself out. Continuously check your emails, because by January, February, regular decisions start to release and they tell you a little bit more about your packages. Basically, when you receive your acceptance from a school, within the letter, it'll say your financial aid package. It'll say what you're gonna major in, what program you got, what scholarship you got. Also, rejection letters. I'm gonna be honest, I only got rejected from one school. It didn't really hurt my feelings, because you gotta remind yourself, even though one school might be like, oh, they don't want you, mad other schools are gonna be like, you're our top pick. You can't let that discourage you or make you feel like you're less than as a student. Especially, there's controversy, oh, you shouldn't have a dream school because if it doesn't work out, you put your heart into this one thing and then it's like, maybe you don't get it. But I think it's okay to have a dream school. I think it's okay to have a goal in your mind of what you want. And although it may not be something that does end up happening, at least you have the drive to make yourself keep going. You know what I mean? You never know, like in 2 years from now, you may be able to still go to that school or achieve that goal or be in that space you wanted to be in. It just might take a little bit more time. Try to keep uplifting yourself, keep good people around you during this time, because it honestly gets really depressing and sad and scary. Read everything carefully. Don't sign nothing till you're ready. Now, March is when you really start looking into location, affordability, and your personal needs. They're going to be a recurring thing that you're thinking about. The money will blind you sometimes, either in a good way or a bad way. Make sure you look over your packages with your college counselor and your parents. And if your parents are not involved, with your college counselor. You need to look at the dorms, you need to look at the faculty, you need to look at the organization, clubs, the networking. Look up the school's retention rate, which is basically how many of those students that went in during their class year and then left the next year because of problems. You need to be checking and seeing what's going on at that school before you tie yourself to it. April is a very crucial month. And mind you, while all this is happening, you're still a senior in high school. Within all this stuff with college, you need to be scheduling in time to really relax. You know, at the end of the day, this is your last year of high school. You need to be finding those times to spend time with your friends, your family, because once high school is over, you're really on your own. And you need to be finalizing your decision, honestly, because that May 1st deadline comes by so fast. I already knew I had my heart set on Howard University. It was written in the stars. That whole month of April, it was really me collecting my thoughts, making sure this was the right decision for me and my future, and I went about it. I sent in my deposit. Make sure y'all have money saved. That's another thing, because from March to September, you're gonna be spending mad bread. Well, if you do it the right way, maybe no, but for the most part, girl, you're gonna be spending up a bag, okay? Because those college deposit fees are low-key insane, like probably like 100 plus, depending on where you're going. And if you get certain grants or scholarships, you may not even have to pay a deposit fee, but if you want to go out of state, you're probably gonna have to pay some type of money. And then you're basically done with the college process, applying. But then now it's like really you one-on-one with your college, making sure you have everything in order. Next thing I will be discussing is scholarship advice. The summer before senior year, I was starting on my scholarship. This is where I really started leaning on my mom more, because my mom would send me scholarships and I would just like apply. Especially if you know you want to go to a school with a higher tuition, make sure you're applying for scholarship, because there's a lot of them out there. You just have to go searching for them. A lot of big companies have scholarships like McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, and then you have your Thurgood Marshall College Fund. UNCF, that's another college fund. Some require essays, but it's like if you take your time and do them like a supplemental essay, you will be able to get some of that money. That ends today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this information was helpful. If you guys have any questions, you can DM me at InJourney'sEyes on Instagram and TikTok as well. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love y'all.